Travel disruptions at Portland International. How the death of a cartel leader in a massive storm are impacting our air travel. Plus, protesters are reflecting on a dark moment in history.
Our Constitution was broken when they did this to us.
Why they're using this to call attention to current policy. And the Winter Olympics may be over, but its impact is being felt here locally.
It's just one of those sports that is so much fun for families and for kids.
Here's a live look out over the Rose City right now, where we've seen a number of showers throughout the evening. For tomorrow, be prepared for rain, lots of rain, which is why we're declaring a weather impact alert for the coast and valley. Thanks so much for joining us here at 11. I'm John Adams. Meteorologist Joe Ranieri has more on how much rain we could see over the next couple days. Hey, Joe.
Hey there. Well, it's going to be measured in inches over the next couple of days. Now, not everybody's going to be getting 2 to 3 inches, but along the northern Oregon coast, you're going to be seeing some lighter amounts. You travel farther south along Highway 101, 5-6 inches potentially down along the southern Oregon coast. But this is what we're picking up right now as this atmospheric river starts to move in. This is some of the bands that are starting to hit parts of the central Oregon coast and northern California. Snow levels will be jumping up above past levels tonight and into tomorrow. So far, we've seen close to a 1/2 inch of rain over in McMinnville and Hillsborough. Downtown Portland has been about a 1/2 inch, and at the Portland International Airport, a 1/4 inch of rain, and along the northern part of the beaches there, Astoria, just about an inch of rain. And we're going to be seeing these numbers really explode here over the next 24 to 48 hours, especially the more basically Newport South, central coast, all the way down into southern Oregon coast. So tomorrow, rain showers with a 1/2 inch to an inch of rain potentially. Yeah, you'll notice the sunrise 6:59, the sunset 5:49. Starting to see our daylight hours get a little bit longer. But looking at tomorrow, there's not going to be much of a window where it's dry. So we have that weather impact alert all day tomorrow, potentially spilling into parts of Tuesday, but majority of the rain will be falling all day tomorrow and into the evening hours as well. Watch for standing water. There's no watches or warnings yet, and I'm not expecting to see major flooding over the next couple of days, but where you could be picking up some flooding will be along the southern Oregon coast. And yeah, just sheets of green, John, over the next couple of days. Snow level about 5,000 feet. Several inches of new snow possible over the next couple of days, but yeah, the west side of the state is going to be absolutely wet. I'll talk more about that in detail and when we could be seeing some dry weather in just a few minutes.
All right, Joe, thanks so much. We're following developing news tonight that's impacting flights out of PDX. Today, more than 24 flights were delayed and 5 were canceled. Most are from the northeast U.S., which is seeing a large winter storm, while 2 of the canceled flights are from Mexico. It says parts of the country are seeing chaos following the death of a powerful cartel leader. The Mexican army saying it killed the leader of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel in a military operation. It's after the U.S. State Department offered a reward of up to $15 million for information leading to his arrest. Officials say cartels often use these roadblock tactics of burning vehicles to slow down or block military operations. Americans are now stuck in Mexico after shelter-in-place orders went into effect. That includes the CEO of a Seattle housing program. Colleen Echohawk says she is on vacation with her family in Puerto Vallarta. She described seeing a lot of smoke and increased security. She met more people from Seattle, so they are all banding together and supporting one another, waiting for news that it's safe to return home.
We're hoping that by tomorrow, the airport will be a much calmer place and that, flights will be able to land and take off. But, we're also, not counting on it.
As of this evening, Mexico's president says authorities have cleared more than 250 roadblocks across 20 states. New tonight, the WNBA has announced the death of former star player Kara Braxton. She was just 43 years old. A report by Oregon says she was killed in a car accident Saturday, but the league has not confirmed that. Braxton is a 2-time WNBA champ who played for 10 seasons. She spent most of her high school years playing for Westview High School in Beaverton. She's survived by her husband and 2 sons. The Lincoln City Police Department has a man in custody after a deadly hit and run on Friday. It happened near where Northwest 15th Street intersects with Highway 101. 80-year-old Joseph Coffin was found hurt and later died at the hospital. The police department says 45-year-old Juan Jimenez turned himself in today after they found the car outside city limits. And an update today on a crash involving an Amtrak train. Milwaukee police say they found and cited the person who left a car on the train tracks on Friday at the intersection of Southeast Harrison and Railroad Avenue. The police department says the driver missed the turn for a local business and got stuck on the tracks. They're using this incident to remind people not to try to get the car unstuck and to call 911 right away. Hundreds gathered at Elizabeth Crothers Park today as part of a Japanese internment remembrance week. It was 84 years ago that the U.S. incarcerated more than 100,000 Japanese Americans and immigrants. Protesters tell our Jay Coulter that current policy draws parallels to that period of history.
This Day of Remembrance rally also served to resist the federal government's immigration enforcement tactics. One woman we spoke with says she's seen this all before.
We have to stop history from repeating itself.
Joni Komodo was 4 years old when she and her family were forced from their home during World War II.
I was interned in 1942. I spent 4 months at the Portland Assembly Center, and then I was sent to Minidoka, Idaho, an internment camp. And we were there for 2-3 years.
That lived experience informing her position today, denouncing the actions of ICE.
It is parallel. It is exactly the same. Our government is forcibly taking people away from their lives and putting them without due process of law into places that they shouldn't be, into detention.
Portland City Councilor Tiffany Koyama Lane's family also interned during the war.
My family was forced into the camps during World War II. They went to Topaz, Utah and Gila River, Arizona. And so much of what we saw at that time is being repeated again. And so it's really important that we're coming out and standing up and saying that never again actually means right now.
Sunday's event saw musical tributes and candlelight vigils.
I think this is just a really important day for the Japanese American community, and we have a voice based on the stories from our history that really need to be shared.
Rally-goers then marched down to the ICE facility and back in protest of the Trump administration. Komodo urging like-minded people to continue in the fight.
Keep your faith, be resilient, and look forward to a better day, because it will come.
And in our time down here earlier today and tonight, we didn't see any incidences with DHS agents. Jay Coulter, KGW News.